Hello everyone, welcome to another FFT Arena match. This is Silentcaster here. Tonight for you we have Dokurider's team on top, known as Tonight at the Orchestra, versus Joorum's, and welcome by the way to FFT Arena. This is Joorum's team, known as the Police, on the bottom. So, to start with Dokurider's team, we've seen it a couple times before. We've got Brass the Monk, Strings the Monk, Woodwind the Mime, and Percussion the Paladin. Okay, so to cover this team very briefly, we've got a punch art ninjutsu using Monk here. I believe he has Shuriken, or no, I'm sorry, I think he has the Tauns. So, you know, all the Tauns, one of the Tauns does get to heal himself, while the other two are just used in case the enemy happens to absorb Earth. You've seen these kind of units before, enough said about that. Singing Monk here, he has Battle Song. Also with martial arts, just basically there to, you know, do a lot of damage with martial arts. Again, another monk that you've pretty much seen before. Very familiar to everyone, I'm sure. Angel Ring to prevent dead. Chakra Band to prevent all the nasty statuses, and of course the bag and the power sleeve, respectively, to give 2 PA. Counter Magic's kind of interesting, but I think that's more to reverse the Tauns, but they probably won't be used against him just because he doesn't absorb anything. So that was a bit questionable, but that's alright. This is a mime. He's basically there to mimic songs and to throw items when necessary. Move -1 kind of keeps him behind his team so that he can continue to chuck the items. As we know, mimes have been slowed down in this patch, so this guy won't be that effective of an item bot unless the last member on his team helps him out. This is a paladin with Cheer Song. Cheer Song is not a skill we use or we see very often in Arena, only because of its low accuracy and sometimes its ineffectiveness overall. But we're going to see how it does today with on this team. But pretty strong paladin here. Attack up, he has 11 PA, but as soon as a battle song hits, he's going to have 12. Counters an interesting choice simply because if he does counter and the enemy happens to absorb fire, then you've just done a lot of healing for them, especially with the attack up. Diamond Armlet to absorb Earth, so he can get hit by a couple of the Tauns and get healing from his teammates. Crystal Mail to prevent Charm. Zephyr Shield to get rid of the -1 speed that the Phoenix Blade provides. So overall, this team is looking to build speed and build PA. They start off with a healthy amount of PA as it is, but you know, the songs can only help. Moving on to our newest member of Arena here, we have Joorum's team, Outlandos the Ninja, Regatta the Wizard, Zenyatta the Paladin, and Mondada the Chemist. Okay, so we're going to cover a few things very briefly, or as brief as I can anyway. This is a ninja with punch art. I believe he just has Chakra and Stigma Magic, maybe? But anyway, he's got a couple of katanas. Heaven's Cloud is going to, I believe, cause slow. Muramasa is just there pretty much for damage. And possibly to get some of his... I believe it does trigger Spell Absorb. I can't remember. I'm not positive, but I believe that's what it does. And Dragon Spirit, just to kind of get some... or to get re-raised going, which is kind of nice. Only thing is, well, you do have Chakra, so he'll be able to... If he does get Dragon Spirit, he'll Chakra and run away. With move HP up, he'll be all right. He should heal himself for enough with move HP up. This is a wizard here. All he knows for black magic is death. So expect him to be spamming that. Pilgrimage ensures that his deaths will only get more accurate as the match goes on. He's also got like Raise, Cure, and Asuna, I think. HP Restore, a little bit questionable, just because HP Restore on a low HP unit isn't always the best reaction, because they go into critical in 20% of their PA. Or, I'm sorry, 20% of their HP is when they go into critical. So, this guy will have to be around 52 HP or less to go into, or for HP Restore to trigger. Which means that he may not even get the chance, because he's more likely to be one-shotted than, say, another unit, like a Paladin, which has, like, you know, maybe around 400 HP, that will be more likely to go into critical, and then trigger HP Restore. HP Restore isn't terrible by any means, but it's just not, it may not be the best reaction. But, you know, it's not terrible. Short charge so the death can get off in a reasonable amount of time. The only thing I would have maybe done is switched Holy Meter and 108 Gems. I'm assuming you're trying to strengthen Dark with the 108 Gems. But Golden Hairpin, I believe, will provide you more MP, provide you the same amount of HP, I think. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I can't remember. And if you just swap those out, the Golden Hairpin, and then swap the 108 Gems for like a better accessory, perhaps maybe the Reflect Ring, or you know, even Magic Gauntlet, you get that much more MP, which this guy's going to need, because he doesn't have any way to restore his MP. So I probably would have done that, just to give him a little bit more MP, because I think that's going to be more important to you than perhaps the 1 point of MA you lose by switching out the accessory. Also, I really recommend Reflect Ring, because Berserk would be a big problem for this guy. If he gets hit with Berserk, he's going to be incredibly useless. This is a Paladin here. He's got a few chivalries. I believe Nurse, Transfusion, Iron Will, maybe. For draw, I believe all he has is Masamune. Magic Ring to increase the MA and to prevent silence. Not really sure specifically why the Magic Ring, but okay. Linen Robe gives you a little bit more MP, I guess, for Nurse. Probably would have gone with, like, Silk Robe, personally, just to get more HP. You really don't need the MP, or the MA, for anything that you are running on this guy. So if you just wanted more MP, I probably would have gone with, like, Silk Robe, or maybe I would have switched out Platina Helmet for Diamond Armor and put Cross Helmet on him. Just a couple different things, but, I mean, in no way it's not terrible. Move HP up, so he'll continue to be able to use Transfusion. Concentrate, so he'll never miss. And he'll do respectable amount of damage, about 160. Counter Flood, just for random status, for the most part. And finally, we've got this Chemist here. Blast Gun Chemist. Draw out, all she has is Kiyomori. Now, personally, I just prefer anybody with high damage like this. I mean, you're going Magic Attack up, Pilgrimage, Blast Gun. This girl's going to be doing a lot of damage. And while I like the idea of having draw out just in case they do happen to absorb lightning, you know, that really, Kiyomori is best on a really highly defensive unit that you're not going to expect to take damage. And this girl could take damage just because of her high faith. Yes, Etienne Sun does help her be a little bit more tanky, but it's still, I don't know, Kiyomori is best on a really defensive unit. So watch for that. Also, Maybe giving this guy defense ring instead would so that he could absorb the blasts. I don't know. That's just something I might have tried. But Dragon Spirit will help keep her alive. You know, with a re-raise proc, and then she'll be able to use item on herself. Yeah, but you've seen the spell gun users before. Pretty strong spell gunner here. All right. That being said, it's a decent first team, Joorum. I just was kind of giving you a few pointers, just having been in Arena for a little while anyway. But, you know, definitely decent. We'll see how it does versus Dokurider's team. Wow. I was just watching Dragon Ball Z, so that's why I called it Dokurider. For the first map, we are going to go to Linalia Plateau. Good luck to the both of you. Kind of a medium map here, so we will see what happens. Earth Slash right off the bat. Oh, and a Mimic Backfire, but only for 30 HP. It's not a big deal. And that ninja recovers a healthy amount back anyway. Wizard's gonna go for a death real quick. And it does land. Note that well, the monk will be able to revive the mime. He is on a okay height panel, I think. Re-raise on the... Oh, goodness. Did you see that? Backfire. There. And... is that mime going to be able to be revived? Well, not now, because that wizard's there. He's gonna run away. Transfusion. Won't help his ninja buddy in the corner, but maybe he'll get 2 next turn. Or maybe not. And ninja moves away to try a death on the monk. Wave Fist does not deny him. Oh, it does miss. And that wizard goes down. That chakra is not doing enough. But this paladin will be there to help out. Is that mime going to get revived? That monk hits for a lot with his Earth Slash. Okay. That mime does get revived. But he goes right back down to a gunshot. Southern Cross on the Chemist. Decent damage. 176. But she does get Dragon Spirit from it. Paladin's going to use Transfusion again. So both of those units are back in the fight. Wizard is slowly ticking down, though. But he will get picked up by this Chemist. Probably go and cure himself, yep. And these guys are in a mini loop here. So this is not good right now for Joorum. That Chemist may go down next turn. She doesn't get to heal herself. Yeah, that chakra just doesn't do enough. No, she stays up. She's gonna heal herself and run away, but she's not out of range of an Earth Slash or a Southern Cross, so if she doesn't get another turn, she may go down. Ninja finally gets to do something other than heal, but it almost has no effect. That did a total of 18 damage to that mime. And now he's going to be stuck healing again. This chemist is going down, but she will get back up thanks to Dragon Spirit. She moves closer to the paladin. Probably not a good thing. Nope. So now it is back to the ninja and paladin. And that's all that paladin's been able to do this whole match. Has anyone noticed that transfusion is bugged? Sometimes the HP doesn't come out of the unit using transfusion. It doesn't happen every time, but it does happen occasionally. Mime does get slowed, but that's not really going to stop him, since he's mostly mimicking anyway. Wizard's about to crystallize too. Looks like just 1 point of speed on the paladin, but still something. Oh, stop proc. Two stop procs. Wow, that's interesting. And he couldn't bother to move away, huh? Okay, well, whatever. Ninja goes down. Paladin cannot revive, so he is in a 4v1. So Dokurider should be taking this soon. We just have to wait for that somewhat tanky paladin to go down. These guys have built up some PA, so they will be, you know, taking him down shortly. He can't guard everything forever. It's Dokurider's turn to use transfusion now. And he picks up a crystal, so he doesn't care. And Paladin does go down. So Dokurider takes round 1. And now we're here in Sweegie Woods for round 2. Round 1 was pretty interesting. The wizard kind of died, and then that really hampered the offense of Joorum. So we will see if he can do any better in round 2 here. A little bit bigger of a map, a little bit more spread out. So he might get a little bit more, he might be a little bit more comfortable here. Since the Earth Slashes won't be quite as, I guess, lined up. Mime and Paladin do pick up a little bit of speed. And lucky for that ninja, he did block 2 shots, which is going to open it up for the wizard. Ooh, that mime's on a very uneven height panel. So if this death hits, he may be out of the fight for good. Transfusion heals everyone. And he gets his... Yeah, that mime might be gone for good. Slow will help Joorum a lot, that slow proc. And just should pick up a cure. And an X potion. So that ninja is back to full. Yeah, ninja can't dodge forever. Still though, he does have re-raise, so he'll be back soon. Monk goes down, but he does have re-raise. Well, stop proc would have sealed it there. Iron Will keeps him up a little bit. Makes him a little bit more tanky than he already is. Wizard goes for whack. Is that monk immune to dead? Oh, you know what? Maybe he has Angel Ring. That monk goes back down. This time he doesn't have re-raise. But now the wizard goes down. And that could be a problem for Joorum, since that wizard has been providing quite a bit of offense. Ooh, no stop rock. Mime does crystallize. Shuriken does some damage. Paladin does block that Southern Cross and petrifies the Paladin. So it looks like this is going to go to Joorum here. Chemist picks up the wizard. Transfusion. I don't think that's enough, though, to save the wizard. Nope. But this monk, or this ninja, should take care of this monk. And Joorum does take round 2. We're going to a round 3. And round 3 is going to take place at map number 13 inside of Lionel Castle. This one's a much smaller map. Round 2, the mime died on an uneven height panel. And basically that sealed it for Joorum. He was not... Dokurider wasn't able to revive that mime, and it just got worse from there. So we'll see how round 3 shapes up with the teams being much closer. Wizard's gonna go for a death on the mime again. Ninja being hasted really does help, too. Death does miss the mime this time. Ninja does go down, and Wizard blocks the Mimic. Interesting. Oh man, that wizard. No, Mimic backfire. Monk's gonna chakra and run for a minute. A little bit of healing on the enemy, but no big deal. Wizard's gonna be picked up, but he may be picked off by... Yep. Oh! Blocks it. And why didn't that... Oh! That would be why. So Joorum's in a little bit of trouble right here. Oh, and that chemist is by herself now. And instead of using Phoenix Down, she's gonna kill people. Which probably isn't the wisest choice. Not that I think she could do much anyway, but still. She's gonna pick up the wizard, but he's gonna go right back down. Oh, he guards it. Probably not this one. Crit shot. Onto the mime. Re-raise isn't gonna save her. And Dokurider does take round 3. Good game.